Hey guys, welcome to Z's Comics Reviews number, what are we on, four?
Like four
of
yes.
volume 2. Yes, we already forgot our own number. Did not take us long. All right, we finally got our shipment in, and in case y'all guys are wondering, yes, several titles from Diamond Comics will be delayed next week.
Yes.
Supposedly due to weather things. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the comics that we do got right now. Starting with Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. And if you know anything about our tiers and whatnot, about how we what order we put things in, we put the best things last. And that is not
a gripe on what we start off with.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a gripe.
Yeah. So a lot of the times, yeah, we'll give them 2s or 3s, but this one, I'm straight up going to tell you guys, this one's a 4 out of 5 for me.
Today I don't think we got anything less than like a. Maybe one.
I have a 3, but no, I don't have a 3. I like we're gonna be good times all day. All right,
good times all day. Not a gripe. It's just
So starting off running Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. This is the Villalobos.
My personal favorite variant.
It's great. It's beautiful.
Issue.
The interior artwork is still great, like normal. It is kind of muted this time around, but I guess it's to give the sense of dire danger and all that stuff. You don't really get a whole lot of explanation of anything, and not really a whole lot of action. It's just kind of there, and it introduces a new character that we've never seen before, even in the main universe.
It seemed very you're building up. They've been building this thing up for 4 issues now, and I can't think of the specific, but there's just been so many moments like this in a game or a movie where you got this big bad thing, and then you finally get to the fight, and you're just like, that was it? I know it's Wonder Woman. She's Wonder Woman. But I think I touched on it in a different video where it kind of seemed like they made this specific monster out to be like, hey, this is gonna be a challenge for me. And
all she had to do was think bigger.
Just keyblade it, evidently.
Yeah, that is very accurate, man. So and she even says it in there, I was just thinking too small kind of thing. And I'm not gonna get bog you down with specifics because we try to not be spoilery.
Try not to be spoilery.
But I gotta say, man, if that is truly the end of that particular adversary, very underwhelming.
Yeah, it was pretty underwhelming.
But the entire issue was just kind of meh in general. Yeah. Yes, at the end of issue 3, bam, everybody's deaf. Oh my god! And then, I protected this one building in particular.
Because reasons.
Yes, reasons. So this one, to me, kind of feels like... Have you ever played Resident Evil where, right before you get to the big snake in the mansion, you find a bunch of, the yellow herbs that cure poison? That, to me, is what this feels like. And it's kind of... It kind of just yeah, we're getting going, and then this one is just kind of okay, we need to slow down because now we're in a school zone. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah. So it is definitely, in my opinion, the weakest of the first story arc. Yeah. But that is not to say it is a bad comic, because I still highly recommend picking it up.
I still like the Absolutes. Wonder Woman kind of has now become number 3 out of them. Yeah. But it's still not bad. The story is still going good. Art is still nice.
Started off so powerful.
But I think that may have been a downside to it. With Wonder Woman, it's very easy to start off very strong, and then you just kind of it's a slippery slope with Wonder Woman. But it's hard to keep it up with Wonder Woman like that.
So, bottom line, 4 out of 5. Yes. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's very good. It's just not as good as the rest.
Yes.
Definitely pick it up. Definitely recommend it. All right.
Precisely.
So yeah. Moving on to and for the rest of the video, we each kind of picked our own throughout the week
because of the way like
because of the way that
delivery
we got
came,
delivered our stuff, we didn't really
sync like
Yeah.
we usually do. So
So, all right. So, for the rest of it, we're just each going to review our own stuff, which I think might be all right.
might be okay.
Next up, we got Rocket Raccoon or Dr. Doom and Rocket Raccoon, the one shot number one in a J. Michael Straczynski like slew of one shots coming out. And if you've ever read anything J. Michael Straczynski, you know there's got to be a lot of magic involved, right?
Magic.
And no, not magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I did that?
Oh, okay. Because okay, I got you. But this one right here, like I said, all of these are going to be self-contained one-shots. It starts off with Dr. Doom trying to perfect an experiment, and okay,
Should be on.
I was worried.
Just right now people are D&Ding as well, so
Yeah.
may pick up some stray laughter and on the way.
But yeah, so it starts off with Dr. Doom running an experiment, and it is not going well. So in comes Rocket, and apparently Dr. Doom admits that Rocket Raccoon is every bit, if not just a little bit more of a genius than him.
That's wild.
So that is really weird.
He can admit that an animal is better than him, but not not a human.
According to some of the notes on here, they had switched minds in an earlier Guardians of the Galaxy issue back in 2020.
Okay.
So him being in his mind maybe is a contributing factor to why he believes that Rocket can help with his issue.
Okay.
So like when he's talking about the science, Rocket, obviously extraterrestrial, knows all types of different manner of science.
True.
Like beyond science. And then Dr. Doom, at this point in time, he's not the Sorcerer Supreme, I think, because they never really talk about it. But he does say that his magics are like on par with none kind of thing.
Okay.
So Rocket is basically just like, okay, so why? Okay, Doom, why am I here? Just tell me why. And Dr. Doom just goes off and he starts waxing poetic and stuff. And if you've read any Rocket, and his mannerisms are more closer to the Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers films from the MCU nowadays than they have ever been. So he's kind of crass. He's a little bit vulgar sometimes, and he's just like, dude, just tell me the friggin' issue. Just tell me why. And Doom is just like, Doom's a showman. Not only is he a monarch, a dictator.
Just like look at his cape, bro.
Exactly.
It's as
he's a showman.
It's as Megamind once told us. The difference between a villain and a supervillain is
presentation. And Dr. Doom is just like I said, he's waxing poetic about all this explanations and stuff, and Rocket is just like, dude, just tell me why. And Doom's all like, exactly why? No, why am I here? Exactly why? Kind of thing. They do this whole who's on first kind of thing, and it's really funny. The entire issue is well drawn. It's well plotted. The basic bare bones of it. Doom wants to see how the universe came to be, but not only how it came to be in the Big Bang sense, but why it came to be. And that is the driving force behind this whole thing, behind Rocket.
Well, if my latest series that I've been watching has taught me anything, it's because the world was simultaneously ending.
Yeah, it could be. But you actually get kind of an answer on here, and it's kind of funny and messed up in the same way because of how Rocket puts it. And I'm not going to tell you how he puts it. I highly recommend picking this up. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 as well. It's funny. It has no bearing on the main 616 at all, to my knowledge.
Okay, that's good.
It's just a self-contained story that's just like, whoa, kind of thing. And you would never think to put Rocket and Dr. Doom in a comic together normally.
This is true.
But, somebody said to do it, and it's done very well. Highly recommend picking it up. Dr. Doom, Rocket Raccoon, #1 on sale now. All right.
Yes.
Moving on. Which one was you said you want to do that one next, right?
I guess if I'm doing one next, I'll do Wolverine, because both Spider-Mans definitely are really, really good in my mind. So can wait off on them for this. But here we go. Wolverine's Revenge. I'm a bit rusty on the story just because honestly, the last one, the third one that came out,
November,
it felt like that. It felt like that was that. Well, it felt like it could have been the end because he got his revenge, and then yeah, it didn't come out for like a great stretch.
It's supposed to be a 6-issue series.
I didn't hear anything about it for so long, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. All right, well, I didn't realize, but yes, we're back now, and it seems to have taken a time jump because Wolverine is pretty old in this. Like, he's sporting beard and everything, like white beard and all that, and I don't understand why they did this time jump. Maybe for the sake of a few other characters that were introduced in this, but those characters don't even stay around that long. Mm-hmm. They're just like in this issue.
Does he get revenge on them too?
Except one. Well, they were technically out for revenge.
Okay, I got you.
But I guess the only thing I'll go into detail on this is he's keeping Sabretooth alive. So in the previous issue, he got something from what's his name? Is it Forge? I think Forge wears the bandana and all that. Yeah, Forge, yes. He got something from Forge that basically nullifies their healing factors. So at the end of that one issue, he's taken on Sabretooth. None of them have healing, and I guess it's kind of revealed that, okay, Sabretooth kicks his butt most of the time, but at the end of the previous issue, it's like, oh, he only does that because he has a healing factor. Wolverine is definitely the better fighter because, yes, he straight up just waxes him. Mm-hmm. Like in this issue, you find out that he's basically keeping him not comatose because he's still alive, but he's missing an arm, missing his legs, and missing an eye, and he's got him chilling, just hovering in one spot in Professor X's hovercraft. Constantly with the device that Forge made him on there. And Sabretooth evidently got a team together to try and go get his revenge on Wolverine, but of course, Wolverine stuff happens, yada yada yada. Won't go into too much detail there. But
is he still the best there is at what he does?
Oh yes, because he does a lot of like taking away. I didn't really get the Red Band feel from this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, this is the first, like, I've been reading this whole issue, but I didn't get any of the Red Band versions of them. I just got the regular ones. This was the first Red Band version I got of it because we didn't get enough of like stuff. But I didn't get the feel of Red Band in this. Not much was like, oh, okay, yeah. Like maybe the other issues were more deserving.
I think Red Band is starting to just be a marketing tool, just because a Red Band to me means rated R.
Yeah,
all right.
And
cuss.
I didn't get
show blood.
They didn't really cuss. The fight parts of it, he doesn't even fight like actual people, so there was no reason for blood. And so, yeah, like story-wise, pretty good. Like getting me back into a storyline that I honestly forgot about. I didn't even care that it was like, yeah, I just completely forgot about it. I could see this possibly becoming something that people like. Well, I still think it's good. Like, yeah, if you get back into it, I would recommend maybe reading the first 3 again before you read the fourth, just in case you forgot, because I straight up forgot, especially with all the other like comics we've been reading. Like, yeah,
read the first 3. We didn't even know we were getting these in today. I thought it was going to be on Monday.
Yeah, like read the first 3 to get back into it. There is an introduction of possibly new character in this because I do not remember this guy ever existing. But there's the tease of what's probably going to be the next like big bad person for the final 2 issues if this is a 6-issue run. So yeah, pretty good. I said we didn't have anything less than like a 4, but I'm gonna give it a 3. Yeah. No, now that I'm like getting my talking out of it, now that I'm mulling it over, yeah, we probably should have started off with this one instead of Wonder Woman, but because I could say I did enjoy Wonder Woman more than this one, but you talk and you learn. You talk and you learn. So. Yeah,
so 3 out of 5 Wolverine's Revenge. Would you recommend picking it up?
I would, but just like I said, maybe go back and read the first 3 first so you can get back into it. maybe that's something that kind of took me out of it. Just the fact that it's
Totally forgot about this.
I forgot about it. Yeah,
it's been like 2 months, 3 months since we've gotten one. So yeah, I don't blame you. All right, moving on to Power Rangers Prime number 3. All right, so like we've already reviewed the first 2, and this one right here is just. This was the huge tease, okay? And I mean that in the best possible way because everything comes together at the end of this one, okay? Spoiler alert, but you know, they've already been teased in the number 1 and number 2. VR Troopers are a thing, all right? And if you're a 90s kid like me, you friggin' watched Power Rangers, VR Troopers, Beetleborgs, all that stuff. You get the VR Troopers in here suited up. And like they're gonna do some stuff. They're gonna handle some stuff. But before that, you get more Rita. Which in this one, dude, it straight up looks like she's rocking the white tiger coin powers. Okay, that's how her design looks. Nice. I'm not saying whether or not she has it because I don't know. Technically, she's a space witch that she calls herself at least 3 times in. Across, you know,
switch.
2, a switch? Nah, they don't. It sounds like a sprocket weird. And a witch put together. It's kind of weird. But anyway, the main Power Ranger Prime. I'm spacing on her name. I want to say it's Laura. Could be wrong. I'm terrible with names. She meets up with all these people that want to help her out, except one maybe kind of, you know, stab her in the back, kind of, maybe. And just so happens that there's 5 of them. And they all seem to be wearing some version of a primary color.
Classic.
Yeah, I know. So like, it's kind of weird how all of this is starting to play out. You have the Power Rangers who have almost never existed except like in the shadows kind of thing after the 1950s and in the alternate storylines history.
Yeah. We got invaded.
Yep, we got invaded by Zordon's people.
I know.
Yeah, by Zordon's people, the Eltarians, and they took over the world, all that stuff. And throughout this issue, you get more teases about different versions of the Power Rangers. Okay. They are known, but they're known in like myths. They've never been seen in the modern day. They've never been heard of in the modern day.
It's kind of like the Jedi in the original trilogy, where they're just like,
yeah, exactly. When it's only been like 18 years.
I know.
Come on, man.
Weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this one right here, it actually does happen almost like that. Bulk and Rita are there. They're trying to find places of power where the power coins may have been forged. Remnants of them may be. And the team, the proto team, I guess, of the protagonists, the Power Rangers that are not Power Rangers yet, also converge on this one spot. And things happen, deals are made, and then VR Troopers start storming the compound, and everybody's all like, oh crap, it's VR Troopers. And it's a really, really big tease. Everything about this issue is a tease. And like I'm ready, man. I'm ready for issue 4. I'm ready for issue 5, where the full team takes place. You get the Morphin time in this issue. I'm not gonna. That's a spoiler right there.
Does it end on it?
I'm not gonna tell you anything about it. I'm not gonna tell you anything.
That is hilarious. If it ends on that, and then they just make you wait all that time.
I'm not telling you anything about the Morphin time.
The way that's gonna be to me, if it ends on that, it's like, bruh, no one attacked them in that time.
Oh, you're talking about the time frame of that? No, that doesn't happen. Okay, I mean, I know that there's a manga and an anime that just recently came out called, you know, Red Ranger Gets Isekai'd or something like that, where like when he transforms, it explodes in the back, and it actually explodes. It's not just there.
Nice,
but yeah, no, this one, like, you get a morphing time. Thing, you get a morphing sequence, but not like kind of thing.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
But and it is a violent. It looks violent. The morphing scene. Okay. At least that's what it does to me.
Okay.
But I don't know. And then you get Rita in there with her space magic, and then apparently her space magic utilizes the Morphin Grid. And that is another piece of alternate history in there.
Ooh.
So it's a little weird. Definitely worth picking it up. This one, to me, personally, I give this one a 4 out of 5.
4s.
Definitely pick it up. It is, I'm not going to lie, man, it is a huge tease, but I friggin' loved it because, dude, I'm a Power Rangers kid. All right, VR Troopers, Beetleborgs, all those, Sentai stuff from when I was a kid that was, ported over to America. It was amazing. All right, I love it. So stupid, but it's amazing. It's my favorite stuff, and this is great. Definitely pick it up. All right,
nice.
Moving on.
All right,
moving on.
What are we moving on to?
I don't know. You got one right there.
We're moving on to these. Okay.
You said that one because this one's better, right?
Yeah. Okay, so Naruto's that one's the best for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we go into the Amazing Spider-Man number 66 in the line of the 8 deaths of Spider-Man. Moment of silence for the millions and literally millions that he had to see die. Okay, we're back. So, yes, this one, tremendous. I like it. Like, this whole line is great. The art, nice, crisp, very good. But yes, this one is a bit somber. It's like pretty much no action because it is all story on this one. But the story is just...
Is the story filler? Or is it straight up like...
It feels like... Even if it was filler, which I don't think it is, it feels like, nah, this is driving home the...
This is like a new status quo kind of thing?
Yeah, because like all of this is straight up just like... Starts off with, Peter died, and the previous agents of Sidorak, one of them is like trying to brag to Sidorak, like, yo, Dad, I got him, I killed him. But his twin sister is all like, he already lost his battle, and then he came in on mine, and technically I didn't even defeat him because the stipulation was if he lets go of the orb, then he loses, but the man did not let go. And that plays a pretty big thing into this, and I'm guessing is going to come in later down the road, because the other part of this issue is she is going around keeping an eye on Pete with Doctor Strange's like ethereal ghost, and she is straight up like she's kind of confused because she doesn't understand why she has this urge, this desire to watch over him now, to watch over Peter now. And she's all like, she's telling him like, Strange, you and I have done this dance like so many times, and she's like, last time we met, you finished off getting your grand total of having watched like 809,000 people die, but you always let go. And Strange is like, all right, well, how many did he get up to? And she's like, he watched 3 million people die, and he still didn't let go. He only lost because her brother stabbed him in the back and killed him. And so now they're watching around, and Peter, he is straight up just like, he does nothing now. Man barely goes to work. He says basically F off to everybody. Like Aunt May there's a part where Aunt May is like, hey, you said you were going to help me get everything together for the fundraiser. This is the big fundraiser that we need to get money for the organization. And he's just like, I told you already, Aunt May, I'm busy. Bye. He's not doing anything. Like, this man is depressed like heck because he's watched 3 million people die. And the way that
Spider-Man said no.
The way that he doesn't even be Spider-Man anymore. He's just going around, and there's a part in there where he's all like, where he's saying like he's just chilling on top of a building eating pizza, and he's all like, the hardest thing in my life now. He's like, I used to have so many problems, but now the hardest thing in my life is I'm out of food. And just goes down to get more food. Like, the dude is so depressed, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh no, is it gonna turn into Peter B?
And even Strange was like, this guy, like, his thing, he's Spider-Man, all the stuff he's gone through. Peter is like the best of humanity here, and his thing is he never gives up, but oh my gosh, he's given up.
Yeah.
And this issue kind of gives out a way, because some people, like I said, I heard people getting upset that they don't necessarily like the character that is his current like love interest right now. And this kind of gives that away, gives that an out, like, okay, bye, because Like the dude straight up, evidently, from how she put it, it's been like months or so, and like, oh yeah, he didn't even talk to her or whatever, and yeah, they kind of like you can kind of guess what happened there, you know, but yeah, and he ends up kind of as the thing suggests, he does end up going to Felicia to have like a conversation there, but yeah, like the dude is just this issue.
He's going through it.
He's going through it. Meanwhile, you got one of the agents of Sidorak who has gotten to the point where he's all like, I'm not appreciated around here, yada yada yada, I always get pushed over, so he's going somewhere evidently to talk to the brother of Sidorak evidently. So stuff's going down there, and all throughout the past issues, the like most popular vessel agent of Sidorak,
Juggernaut,
has been getting like
weird visions,
feelings, because you know he can feel all the agents coming in one after another, and this issue basically is like Juggernaut's like, I'm done just sitting around, something's going on in New York, and they're going to New York
from Alaska to New York. Damn.
So yes, like this issue very somber, but this is wild. It's crazy stuff. Especially considering that one of the variant covers, I believe, or it may even be a main cover for a coming issue, is straight up Spider-Nut.
Oh yeah, I think that's the main cover for, I want to say 68 or 68 Deaths.
So
yeah,
who knows what's coming? But yes, I give this good 5s. Good 5 out of 5s. The story is just nice. The art is nice. Stuff is picking up, man.
Man, and you said there's almost no action in here.
There's almost no action. There's all
story.
I'm invested. Yeah.
Like crisp, good story. Okay.
Crisp, good story. The art, like the way they draw everything, is just like, oh my gosh! It gives that feel of like what I think draws a lot of people to Peter, to Spider-Man. It's just that like that sensational, that spectacular, that wondrous feeling of like, how does this man do it? And for this issue, it's like, oh, bro.
He ain't doing it no more.
Spider-Man just reached his breaking point because of watching 3 million people go down. As she put it, it's not even that she showed him 3 million deaths of people he knows. Like, no, she was saying like, no, I showed him like random people. And it's amazing how sad he felt, even for the people he didn't know. It's just like, man, it's wild.
Dang. All right.
Stuff.
So 5 out of 5 of Amazing Spider-Man 66. Yes. Definitely pick it up.
Yes.
Worth picking up. Next up, we got TMNT Naruto number 2.
Naruto.
Now,
TMNT
Naruto number 2. So I guess this is bi-weekly or bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly?
And not in the good way. Because bi-monthly can either mean like Spider-Man twice a month.
Yeah.
Or every 2 months. Which I hate synonyms like that.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
But anyway, not getting into this fancy good thing. TMNT Naruto number 2 picks up immediately where the first one left off, right after the whole, 2 teams fighting kind of thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's almost no action in this whatsoever. It's all exposition on how each team exists in their own respective universe. And it's good. I mean, this one borrows Splinter's. This one borrows Splinter's origin from the original movies, the live action movies. So he's not like
a Krang or a
Splinter.
Splinter. Oh,
yeah,
okay. So he's a rat.
Yeah. So in this one, he is a rat.
Okay.
He was Hamato Yoshi's pet rat.
He's in the cage.
Yes, and they actually have kind of a thing like that as a little homage, and it's kind of funny. But
that's awesome.
So apparently, what's the dude's name? The leader of Team 7, the one that trains them.
I don't know too much.
Thousand Years of Pain, dude. Dang it!
I don't know too much of Naruto.
Anyway, so their teacher, their sensei. Yep, exactly. Google. Their sensei apparently knew Hamato Yoshi, and they all of the turtles and Splinter. They have the movements. They have the style and
Jiraiya?
Stuff like that. What
is it? Jiraiya?
No, it's not. Not Jiraiya. The other one. He's Naruto's sensei. But anyway,
Minato?
No.
Dang it.
Anyway, damn, you're you lost my train of thought. Anyway, so apparently he knew Hamato Yoshi, and he knows the
Kakashi.
yes, Kakashi yes, Kakashi knows the Hamato Yoshi, or the fighting style, all that stuff, and that's how he knew that they were friendly, because the fighting style was generally used by this particular clan that was benevolent, all that stuff, but they haven't been seen in years. And when he's talking to him, when Kakashi is talking to Splinter, he's basically saying, I recognize the fighting style, and you don't have any like special abilities to mimic stuff, but it's perfect.
Yes.
And Hamato Yoshi's been, gone for X amount of time, and Splinter says, basically he's like, yes, you've met me before, but not as like this. You met me as Hamato Yoshi's beloved pet rat. And yes, he's like, beloved pet rat. And he's like, oh, okay. And they just kind of roll with it. And it's just them interacting with each other. A lot of why the turtles are finding themselves, like squirreling themselves away in the sewers and stuff, kind of mirrors Naruto's isolation and wanting to be a part of a bigger world kind of thing. And so they kind of, like, all four of the brothers kind of like find a kinship with him, and each of them finds like something to talk to one of the others about. Like Mikey is obviously hanging out with Naruto a lot, and they give him a tour of the lair and all that stuff. More backstory is involved for the Big Apple Village. Yes, that is the name. If you don't remember, if you haven't read it, the Big Apple Village. It's not New York City. Apparently, Oroku Saki, just like in the movies, came and wanted to learn the Hamato Yoshi style, right? The Yoshi style. And did the whole, broke bad, he lied, he stabbed his teacher in the back kind of thing, and used the abilities that he learned, whatever magic he got, to take over the Big Apple Village's underworld. And now he has like a secret, hold on the village. Because not a city, it's a village. And so yeah, it's a more
backstory. How does he have a hold if he's just the foot?
Oh, he's the leader of the foot, so he's probably the leg. Oh, so you can leg lock somebody.
He's got all the. Okay.
Right, he's got
the lock on the village.
Exactly, he's got the leg lock right there. But in here, they don't call him the Shredder. He doesn't even dress like the Shredder. He's straight up just like a bam.
It's a dude.
Yeah, he's just a very imposing dude.
Okay.
But it's all how the turtles fit into the Naruto universe and how they do this, right? And it ends on kind of a serious note. I mean, I'm not even going to tell you how it ends, but it's like, damn, I want to see where this goes. Okay, this right here, just like nothing but story, nothing but exposition, and it ends with a big fight about to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now, and I loved it. I love the artwork. Definitely, there's just so many variants out right now. You have your pick, right? Oh yeah, I've actually taken stuff off because people wanted them. Yeah, definitely pick it up. TMNT now, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto #2 on sale now. All right, moving on. Ultimate Spider-Man number 13.
I think this is my personal favorite of the week. I think this is the last comic too, right?
This is the last comic. Right. My personal favorite was TMNT Naruto.
It's gonna share its own thing, front and center. I'll give Naruto and them, just since we're like I'll give them 5 seconds of basking in the greatness.
Okay, here we go.
And now here we go. My personal favorite of the week. Not surprising. This is my personal ongoing favorite comic. I will say, I don't know, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just saying, one of the things that we had talked about on here before seems to be coming true now. Seems to be getting there with
I've seen some previews,
suit.
man.
Yes.
We called it, all right? We were the first ones to call it, I swear.
It's there.
All right? Because after we did it, IGN did a like, is this going to happen? No, we did it. We said it first, okay? They got us bugged. Yeah. Just like the Fast and Furious guys got me and Bob bugged. Okay? Yeah. Like, straight up, me and Bobby laid out the plot of the fifth one. We've laid out the plot of the fourth one. The only thing that we missed was the Dubai part where they fly the car between the two towers. Okay, that was weird.
Those towers probably didn't exist yet.
Probably not.
So that's fine. You know?
But yeah, that's the only thing we didn't predict. All right, we even predicted them going into space.
Yeah.
We even predicted who went to space.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to it.
Mm-hmm. But yes, back to this. We can cover that more on the movies and TV and whatever video that we do on Sunday.
That's going to be a whole thing, a conspiracy theory thing. We're going to have to get Bob in here. We're going to be talking about it.
But yes, this tremendous. It's back. It's bad in a good way. But yes, you get two different stories going on in this because the last issue. I guess it's not much of a spoiler now since it's been out for a bit, but last issue. Kraven, he's got Peter, and he's got Harry. And he is preparing them for his hunt. As, you know, Kraven does. He's preparing them for his last hunt. And they are down below in the bowels of the city, in the Savage Land.
The Savage Land is under New York now?
Yes.
Oh, snap!
Definitely seems that way.
Okay.
Got him in the bowels, and that is where his great hunt shall begin.
Right in the poopa.
Yes. So that's what's going on with them. They've evidently been tortured and serumed and all that, so Kraven could study his prey. You know, can get every knowledge that he can to better his hunt. And, you know, you get some interactions between him and other members of the Sinister Six, which there's definitely some turmoil going on in there. Like, none of them trust each other, straight up. And it's just very wild what's going on with them. And after that, you got the other part. The part that got me being like, Zach, is going down. Seems to be happening.
It's happening.
Exactly how we thought. It's happening. And yes, right now, since Spider-Man is not around, there is somebody else going around in the suit. And I won't say who. Maybe not much of a spoiler, but I'm still not going to say who. Just so you guys can go read this for yourselves as well and enjoy it.
You have any idea how much he's pinching himself right now? He's kicking himself under the table so that way he does not accidentally like spoil anything for you.
This stuff is great. The only thing I will say is we did get laid down the fact that since, you know, the suit can act on its own, like it can act on its own, and someone in particular who was talking to the suit was all like, I know you're supposed to look after us and all that, but how does it work with you and the suit's just like, before you get there, I was given 3 rules by Peter just in case this happened. 1, do not touch MJ. 2, look after the kids and all them. And 3, do not touch MJ. So yes, that is like, you got great interactions still with the suit and who's using the suit right now. Great interactions, stories coming along nicely. You get the tease of a certain somebody coming in that has, you know, already been on some solicitation covers and all that, looking for possible revenge for what they may or may not have done to her father. So it's good stuff. Stuff is heating up, coming together as well. It is very sensational, very spectacular, very amazing. It's good times. It's 5 out of 5 here. I may have to end it at that. I may have done a lot of jabbering and all that. Or is it jabbering? Or is it... No, it's not jabbering. Jabbering. I may have done a lot of jabbering. Y'all may be... Some people may be like, he said a lot without saying anything. But I'm trying. I'm trying hard.
No, that's what you need. You need to say a lot without saying anything.
I'm trying hard to not spoil this.
That right there
is my favorite.
Is to get people involved.
Exactly.
I want to know why he's jabbering. I want to know why he's freaking out on this. All right. If you want to know why he's freaking out on this, you got to read it.
It's my favorite.
We are in no way associated with Marvel, Disney, anything like that.
Although I would like to be.
I would like to be too, but like,
yeah,
dude.
But right now,
it's great.
It's just tremendous stuff.
It's great. We don't really do this to get paid. We don't do this to advertise anything. We just love comics. We love geeky stuff, and we want to tell you guys what we think about all this geeky stuff because let's be honest, man. There's several sites out there that do reviews, and they don't actually review the actual product. They don't review the actual story. They're just like, oh, yes, the writer means this and this and this. I don't care. Is it a good story?
It's a good story.
And we tell you whether or not we think it's a good story.
I will say, though, a recent writer that I am kind of being like, you know what? I forget her name, though. I'm sorry. I doubt she'll see this, but if she does, I'm sorry that I forgot your name, but she's the current writer for the Spider-Gwen series.
Ooh, okay.
I started following her on social media and all that because I saw a video of hers one time, and I was like, oh, let me just, comment, because she was like, she's been doing like a series of where she's like, oh, tips for like how I write out a script and all that. And so she showed a script, and I made a comment on there. I was like, here I was kind of like pausing on the thing, seeing if you happen to let some Spider-Gwen spoilers leak. And then like about 30 minutes later, I got a notification saying, oh, she replied to your to your comment saying, no, I was careful with that. I used a past script, and I was like, oh, this, ladies and gentlemen, is why she is a professional. And then she liked that comment too. So I was all like, I already like the series. You got him in.
Let's get an interview.
I was all like, I already like the series. She is interactive with the fans. I'm in. I'm not saying it might dip, but I'm not saying the series is gonna dip because I'm liking it. I'm really liking it so far.
Oh yeah,
the Spider-Gwen series. But I'm just saying, even if for some reason you hit a lull somewhere and it dips, I'm still there. The interaction, it's like, you got me.
All right, guys, that about does it for our comic review today. If you like the Rantings Ravings to Mad Men, give us a like, follow, share us with your friends, and we will see you guys on Monday morning, something like that, with our geek news. What?
Whenever they decide to drop in,
Pretty, true. All right, we will see you guys later. Have a good one.